Matt Rice here again with Beyond the Pew, and I wanted to talk to parents today about how they can help their young people, how they can help their kids bring what happens at the youth group home. So as a dad of a 13-year-old, I actually get pretty frustrated sometimes when I ask my son, hey, what'd you learn at youth group? And he comes out and he says, nothing. Like every parent gets that answer, okay? So if you're a parent who've asked that question and you've gotten that answer, I want to set you at ease. That's absolutely normal. All right, so first I want to set your expectations for what you should expect from your kid. So no matter who the speaker is, the likelihood you're going to get the exact talk that was given regurgitated from your kid is nil. There's no way that your kid's going to be able to recite every little point that the speaker that night gave or anything that they wanted to learn. Hopefully, if they were a good speaker, they had one goal, one thing specifically that they hit hard with the talk. And maybe that's what you ask your kid. What's one thing that you learned from the talk tonight? Tell me one thing that was interesting about the talk or one thing you thought was really weird. Make the questions open-ended. Don't have them be yes or no questions. And maybe start off easy. Start off with something that's very light. If your youth group typically has fun and games, ask them, what game did y'all play? And just get them started to thinking about that night and talking about that night. And that may be all you get. I had a lot of fun playing soccer before the night began. Well, what was the night about? I don't know. And you know what? Sometimes that's okay. That's going to happen. If the youth group has small groups, they probably have the same small group every time they meet. And at some point, you should get to know who it is in their small group. You may not get to know the person, but I can name a name. There's a kid named Connor who's in my son's small group. I learned that because I talked to my son about who's in his small group. And as you learn about the kids and learn about the small group, you may get to ask specific questions. How did so-and-so react to that? Or what did so-and-so say in your small group? Or did they say something funny in small group? What did your small group leader have to say about the talk? Different things like that are ways that you can help bring that home that night. And if it was something where they were given a challenge, which happens sometimes, it may be something that you can help them to continue throughout the next week. And maybe you can ask them, hey, is there something they wanted you to do between this Sunday and the next Sunday or this Wednesday or whenever your meeting time is? I know that for our staff, we expect our youth ministers to send out a newsletter every week telling the parents what it is they're going to talk about or telling them what they did talk about at the previous youth night. And that gives the parents the tools to actually ask questions because they know what the topic is, and sometimes they actually give them questions to ask their kids. Read the newsletter and ask the questions. If your youth group doesn't send out newsletters, be that parent that doesn't necessarily gripe about that, but that might offer up their time. Try to find a solution to that. Say, hey, I would like to know what it is you're talking about, and I can help you write a newsletter. And then you can be the parent that's helping other parents engage their kids in the youth ministry. This has been Beyond the Pew, and know that we will be praying for you. God bless.